possibilities for maximum design flexibility with dramatic sizes, custom colors, finishes, profiles, product types, and more. Order by March 31st to get 0% interest for up to 3 years. Set your free consultation at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply.
Time for a WTMJ sports update. The Bucks are hot with a 5-game win streak. Last night, Milwaukee brought in a 113-97 win over the Chicago Bulls. But next week, they'll run the gauntlet. The Bucks head to California to play the Clippers twice, the Golden State Warriors, and the Lakers. And the Brewers taking a much-needed win against the San Diego Padres yesterday, 4-3. The Crew will take on the Dodgers today at 2 o'clock. Taking a look at your roads with your Johnson & Sons paving time saver traffic. We're not seeing anything major across the Milwaukee traffic system right now. No major slowdowns or complications. Wherever you're driving to, it'll be a pretty smooth ride getting there. Your WTMJ 5-day forecast, a high of 58 today and mostly sunny conditions, a low of 42 this evening and mainly clear. On Sunday, some lake effect with a high of 64 degrees by the lake and 70 degrees inland and mostly sunny. On Monday, starting the week with a high of 62 and a chance of showers and storms. Tuesday, that chance of showers and storms in the early morning and afternoon and a high of 50. And on Wednesday, a high of 45. It's 31 degrees in Madison, 32 degrees in Green Bay, 32 degrees in Waukesha, right here in Milwaukee, a warm 37 degrees. I'm Jack Grouse, citing Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 9:06.
The following program, the Fox World Travel Show, is paid for in full by Fox World Travel. The advice and opinions expressed during the Fox World Travel Show are solely that of the hosts and guests of Fox World Travel and not WTMJ or Good Karma brands. Need a vacation? Whether it's the trip of a lifetime or a weekend getaway, we can help. This is the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, every single day.
Good morning, Rose Gray. How are you?
I am fantastic. I feel a little out of place here. It's just me and you.
Yeah.
You just had a party going on
I know.
in here.
We had a full house today with the Fix It show. That doesn't happen every day, but it was fun.
I know. I'm bringing a party.
You always bring the party.
I try to bring the party. I do try to bring the party.
So for those who don't know, Charlie's been filling in for Isaac, so we would love to hear from you at 855-616-1620. Charlie will get you on the show, or you can text into that number. But before we get there, what big news do we need to know about this week, Rose?
Well, as we predicted, United Airlines has decided to raise bag fees just like everybody else.
Figure.
So the thing to do now is just assume that the bag fees are just going to be $5 more on every carrier. And the way to avoid paying even more than that is by prepaying them online more than 24 hours prior to your departure. Now, Dayton, as a traveler, why would you not prepay your bag? What would prevent you from prepaying your bag?
Thinking that I wasn't going to make the trip for some reason. That would be the only reason I could think of.
Yeah. So I can't even begin to figure out why somebody would be so hesitant to prepay a bag. I think if you're not a good planner or packer, maybe you're thinking, I can probably get away with with carry-on?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe you're just not technically inclined at all and just hate the internet.
Okay, that could be. That could be.
That could be the only other thing.
Yeah. So that's what's going on. We have so much going on at Fox right now because the group development team is busy working away at getting all the 25s up. Now, we do have some 25s up already on our website. How do you like the new website?
I love it,
I
actually.
love it.
It's very cool, and to me, the navigation is easy.
It's getting better and better. We have taken the feedback we have gotten from our fans, and we have made some changes to it. But if you just get your little cursor over to that menu button, you can find anything you need, I think.
Yep.
Right?
Very easy.
Yeah.
And very aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, I think so too. So that is where you can find just about everything you need to know about Fox. I was very interested to hear the story of J&B Construction on my way in today and how they've been around since 1958.
Yes.
Fox can't quite say that. We've been around since 1960. So third generation family-owned company. Sounds a little bit like J&B.
There you go.
And why do you want to work with a family-owned company? Because we have stamina. We have staying power. You have to look at the history history of travel with 9/11 and the Iraqi War and the Gulf War and the recession of 2008, 2009 and COVID and everything that has hit the travel industry. And many travel companies didn't make it, and
Right.
Fox is still there. Being diversified helps a great deal. What do we do at Fox? We do business travel, we do vacation travel, and we do meetings and incentives travel. So we spread it out a little bit. So when one needs to be the strong one, then they can step up, and that's what's going on in vacation right now. What we're seeing, Dayton, in the world of travel is kind of interesting in that during right after COVID, what we call revenge travel. People were like, I am going on a trip no matter what.
You can't stop me.
Right. And so some people took 2 or 3 trips because they had built up the time off and the discretionary vacation fund hadn't been used. And so people were all about travel. And now we're seeing a little softening. We're also seeing that people are thinking, it might not be winter in Wisconsin after all. Right. And then we have a week like we had last week where what did we drop? 50-something degrees in one 24-hour period. And then the phones start ringing like, okay, what do you got? What do you got? So yes, there are still some opportunities as, again, I drove in today. I love seeing a big billboard that says 2 daily flights a week, 2 weekly flights to Jamaica. You know, you can get to Cancun almost any day of the week out of Milwaukee nonstop. Yep. Couple of Puerto Vallartas, couple of Punta Canas. So if you're flexible and you're looking for something to do, get out of this weather. Because although it's beautiful, don't get me wrong, you're still not in shorts and a tank top in your backyard, right?
Sitting at a pool.
Right.
I was watching Brendan Johnson on TMJ4 before I came in today, and he said March, 6.5 inches of snow average. So it's still a possibility.
Exactly.
That snow still could be coming. So
exactly. And I did see, now domestic spring break trips are going to be pretty hard to come by at this point. If you're hoping for a Disney or a cruise or anything like that, probably not so much. But I did still see some international opportunities for spring break. So.
All right, there you go. We're going to come back and we're going to talk to Mark in McWanago. Hang on with us, Mark. It is the Fox World Travel Show, 855-616-1620. If you want to chime in, we'd love to hear from you on WTMJ.
Your drink, sir?
This virtual vacation is brought to you by Milwaukee Mitchell International Airport. For the full experience, visit flymke.com to explore our many nonstop destinations. With super convenient parking and low fares, flying from Milwaukee makes traveling so easy, it's like starting your vacation early. Fly easy, fly MKE.
From sliding framed, semi-frameless, or frameless glass shower doors to heavy all-glass custom enclosures that can be built to fit any opening, at Less's Glass, we cover all the bases. But our biggest strength isn't only our selection. It's in our installation experience. We've been around nearly 40 years, and you only last that long if your installers leave the job the way your customers expect it to be left. Other places can sell you a glass shower enclosure, and some of those big guys may even be able to do it for a little cheaper. But the question you need to ask yourself is, will the job be done right? So remember, paying for quality only hurts once, but it does feel good when you get what you expect. This is Stacy Sinks with Less's Glass Service. If it's a new glass shower door, fogged or broken insulated glass replacement, or affordable glass and mirror home decor that you've been looking for, you just can't pass on Less's Glass. Less's Glass Service, serving all of southeastern Wisconsin. Find us at lessglassservice.com.
Former pro football offensive tackle Mitch Schwartz knows for a guy, buying jewelry is a daunting task at most stores, but not if you go to Diamonds Direct.
It's very simple and very easy process for a guy to go in there and not be overwhelmed.
Mitch found Diamonds Direct and has been back many times buying jewelry for his wife, Brooke, and he's never felt any pressure.
They're going to educate you about what you're looking for, what the diamonds are, how the process works.
At Diamonds Direct, we respect both you and your budget.
I think everyone's kind of searching for value. You don't want to be taken advantage of, and Diamonds Direct is leading in that regard. You're going to feel really comfortable there. You're going to have a good time. You're going to find something that looks amazing and that you're going to get the best value for it.
So if you're worried about getting sweaty palms when you walk into a jewelry store, relax. Take Mitch's advice and enjoy the experience at Diamonds Direct.
We have definitely recommended Diamonds Direct to friends, to other teammates. Everyone else who has been through there has had as awesome an experience as we have.
Diamonds Direct, your love, our passion. Get directions, showroom hours, and more at diamondsdirect.com.
Hey, John Mercure here for Floor Coverings International. They just did the flooring in our house, and it is stunning. Carpet, luxury vinyl plank, in and out quickly. They rolled up with that mobile flooring showroom. Incredible. Came in, walked us through everything. The installation was quick and easy, and it is absolutely gorgeous. FCI, the stars of flooring. Each Floor Covering International business is independently owned and operated. They are the real deal. Go to FCIFloors.com for a free consultation. They'll transform your home. FCIFloors.com.
Take care of your vacation issues before you hit the road. You're listening to the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
43 and sunny in Milwaukee. We'll see a high of 58 in near the lake, close to 60-something inland. I'm not going to even guess because we always say it's going to be 62, and then it ends up like 67 lately. It's been weird. Weird weather.
It's very weird weather.
And then it'll probably snow next week.
Exactly.
But we are taking your calls and texts at 855-616-1620. Rose Gray in this week. Let's go to Mark in Maguanago. Thanks for hanging on, Mark. What's your question today?
My wife and I are signed up for your trip to Egypt in October.
Okay.
And we have some security concerns, obviously, with a thing going on in Gaza over there, which is about the distance to here to Chicago or something. When would the Fox determine whether or not the trip is going to be for sure a go yet or not?
Well, thanks for your question. We actually do not make the determination. The tour company makes the determination. And because they are there, they have people on the ground there. And actually, I have from about a month ago an update from our Insight Vacations team in Egypt, which states that all holidays are operating as usual, and the official travel advisory does not warn or prevent. It does not prevent travel to any of the destinations that we are visiting. So if you go to travel.state.gov, you will see that Egypt is at a level 3, and a level 3 is reconsider travel. Now, when you see those, and that's been there since July 13th, so it's been posted for a while. When you see those warnings, you need to delve into them a little bit more because they will be very specific with regard to the areas to avoid, including the Sinai Peninsula, which is not part of our itinerary. We're extremely fortunate, Insight Vacation tells us, to work incredibly close with all of our partners on the ground in Egypt. And right now, if there should be any change, we will adapt and advise immediately. So it is not, the travel advisory has not changed since July 13th. We have some insight from Hazim, who is our Insight Tour Director, who says, please send a message to all of our clients that Egypt is safe. We are running all of our tours smoothly, and the cities and the tourist areas are quite far away from the current tension. So, Mark, I will advise you to stay tuned at this point in time, because until the tour operator decides to not operate the tour, we're moving forward as if it is going to go.
I got one quick other question. How intense is the walking on the trip?
I would say the amount of walking isn't as intense as is the conditions of the walking. When we are, for example, in the Valley of the Kings, it's very hot, very hot. But again, I'm sure you can appreciate the fact that it's a dry heat. Now, that's always kind of a joke to me. Hot is hot, right? 100 is 100. Right. But our guide is so knowledgeable and so familiar with those of us from the United States that come over there and are not prepared for that kind of heat, that they keep us out of the sun as much as they possibly can. They have kind of a sheltered area in the Valley of the Kings where, as they're giving us the instructions on how to proceed and go down into the tombs and things like that, we're covered. And then if somebody just plain can't handle the heat, we have a couple of fall safety nets where we can get you out of the heat as quickly as possible. Another thing I might suggest, and I don't know that Fox at one point in time gave these out. I don't know that we'll be doing that again, but there are these towels, for lack of a better term, neck towels that you can order. If you Google it or you look on Amazon, you put them in water. Now, I know this sounds like, anybody could do this with a towel, but it's a special kind of fabric that holds this water, this cold water in, and you tie that around your neck. And everybody that had them on my last trip said they were lifesavers. They were absolutely worth it. But when we say bring sunscreen and bring a hat, and we're not kidding around, it really, really does get hit. So to answer your question, that was a long-winded answer. There is some walking, but it's the heat of the day, I think, that takes a bigger toll on you than the actual walking.
One other quick question. Do you need any shots before you go to Egypt as far as...
What you're going to want to do is continue to... Right now, no, but what you're going to continue to do, and we will as well, is go to the CDC website. And if you put in the country that you're traveling to, they will give you what is required and what is recommended. At this point in time, recommendations are all there is. There are no required. Difference between required, of course, and recommended is just exactly that. You have to have this inoculation or this vaccine to go to this place, or we recommend. I always tell people I am not a physician, so I would never tell anybody what to get and what not to get. Your best source there would be your own physician. Tell them where you're going and let them make the determination.
Will Fox help us getting a visa or tell us how to do it?
Oh, yes. And very, very, very likely we will get the visa upon arrival.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, you've answered all my questions.
Good.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome,
really
Mark. And I'm looking forward to the trip. I hope you are,
is that
too.
the one my mom's going on, too?
Yeah. She's going on the one with Colleen a couple weeks before mine, and then the next one. Yep.
Just out of curiosity, I looked it up. So from Egypt to the Gaza Strip is... like going from here to Louisville, not Chicago.
Yeah,
it's about 6 hours away. The Gulf of Suez is in between them. So it's quite a distance. And like you said, it let the tour agent or agency kind of cancel it first.
Right, and we talked about this during COVID a lot.
Yeah, true.
If you make the decision to cancel, but the tour operates, then you're not going to be covered unless you have cancel for any reason insurance, which typically people don't take out because it's very expensive and you don't get 100% back. But if you let them make the determination, then you are covered.
Great conversation. That's what we do here. It's the Fox World Travel Show, 855-616-1620. Get your calls and texts in to WTMJ.
Our mission is to protect and uphold our reputation. At Semper Fi, it's the banner we all march under, because the reputation we earn and uphold belongs to all of us. And without a strong reputation in the exterior remodeling business, you're here today and gone tomorrow. And when you've earned a good reputation, that's what makes the difference in value. It's the little extra that you get for the price. And that assurance is actually what counts the most, because it means the good money you're spending with us is not going to go to waste. A roof you can rely on, with a warranty that has a backbone, Craftsman quality airtight window and door installations, brick and stone masonry that's clean and sharp, and new siding that's been known to stop traffic. And it's all backed by a team that over the last 20 years have put a lot of heart and soul into building a reputation that you can believe in. This is Brad Youngbluth with Semper Fi Roofing and Exteriors, your local, veteran-owned and operated exterior remodeling company.
We keep you safe, warm, and dry, Semper Fi.
Do you love the simplicity and enduring quality of Scandinavian design? Then the Fjords factory-sponsored sale at Ken Michaels Furniture is for you. Inspired by tradition and built to last, Fjords brings the best of modern Norwegian design to your home. Save 20% on these ergonomic recliners and sofas engineered with comfort in mind. Available with manual or power options. Stop in today and save 20% at Ken Michaels Furniture on Capitol Drive in Brookfield, Highway 100 in Greenfield, or our downtown factory showroom. Save now during the President's Day sale at Ken Michaels Furniture. Special factory incentives make this the perfect time to save on a new sofa, chair, or sectional crafted by Norwalk Furniture. With over 850 fabric and leather options and over 100 different styles, you can create the look you want, and in just 35 days, it's ready for delivery. Can't wait? All our inventory is sale priced and ready for immediate delivery. Shop today and save at any of our Ken Michaels Furniture stores in Brookfield, Greenfield, or downtown Milwaukee.
Before you pack your suitcase, hear from the experts. Here's more of the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Dayton Kane here with Rose. Good morning. You can find the Fox World Travel Podcast on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcasts. And, of course, it's posted. You're still doing it on the new website, right?
Yes.
At foxworldtravel.com.
Yes, and you can find them anywhere. And I actually listened to myself this morning at 5 a.m. because we replayed Conversations, Libby Collins' conversation with me. And you can find those podcasts on WTMJ's website or lots of other places as well. So you just got to be podcast savvy because podcasts are the way of the future.
All right, 855-616-1620, the WTMJ Talking text line. Let's go to Phil in Brookfield. Another safety question, it looks like. Good morning, Phil. You there? Hello, Phil.
Charlie's
looking. And we're going to skip Phil. Are you there, Phil? No. All right, we're going to skip him for now.
Well,
it was a safety question about Mexico, but I don't know where. That's the problem.
Well, and that's the whole thing, because if you just look at travel.state.gov and type in any country, you can find out what their level is. But because Mexico is as big as it is, again, I caution people to delve into the information that's there. And so you see what regions that are being talked about, because the United States has a level 3 worldwide, just so everybody realizes that. And that's because of situations like Chicago and New York and things like that. So you have to take that into consideration. So Egypt is very hot, but air conditioning on the bus is one of the texts. Yes, we should point that out. And almost everything is air conditioned. A light scarf, wear around your shoulders. They're very friendly, feel safe. There's an arm guard on the bus. Now, we did not have an arm guard on the bus, but we had an arm guard that followed our bus.
Interesting.
Yes. So they want American, and well, not only American, tourists from around the world to come.
You would be surprised. I think in America we're kind of spoiled. A lot of places you go, there are guys with guns standing around.
Right.
Everywhere. Like you're just part of being in a downtown area.
And sometimes you get off of a charter, a nonstop Apple Vacation charter in Punta Cana or Jamaica or Mexico, and you will see armed guards at those airports as well.
That's what I'm saying. We're not accustomed to that here necessarily, but most places it is. So, all right, let's see if we can get Judy from Milwaukee on the phone. Good morning, Judy.
Good morning.
Hey,
hi, Judy.
What's your question today?
Hi. We signed up with GoPort. I don't know if you've ever heard of them or what do you think of them. They have good reviews. They would pick you up from the airport, take you to the hotel, from the hotel to the port, and when you're done with your trip, they'll pick you up at the airport. I'll pick you up at the port and take you back to the airport. They got really good reviews, and it includes all like your hotel for the one night, and we had never heard of it, but we looked it up and we looked at the reviews, and they were pretty good.
I've never heard of them, but tell me, where are you using this service?
We are flying into Orlando, and then we're cruising out of Port Canaveral.
Okay, and you know what? I thought, as you were telling me about this, what a perfect idea if you are flying into Orlando and cruising out of Port Canaveral. Because unlike Fort Lauderdale or Miami or New Orleans, where the port is exactly in that city, when you fly out of Port Canaveral, you've got to fly into Orlando, and that is a bit of a drive.
Yes, and we were just, I don't know, we just found the website and started looking at the reviews, and then we looked at the hotel they were booking us at, and I'm like, it can beat this for anything, but we're going to give it a try, and so far we're okay with it.
Okay, Judy, this is what I would like for you to do. Do it.
Okay.
And call us back and tell us how it was.
I will. I will do that. I will do that. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thanks for listening,
Bye-bye.
Judy. Have a good weekend. 855-616-1620 is the talking text line. I think we have Phil from Brookfield back on. Are you there?
I am.
Hey.
Hi, Phil.
So where are you going in Mexico, Phil?
All right. Well, my wife and I booked through Fox World Travel a week at Rio Playa Car in Riviera Maya, and have since heard that there's a increase in criminal activity in Mexico at large. So we went to the State Department website and found that the place, that Yucatan State, is one of the normal precaution areas, but we're actually wondering about whether we should take any excursions.
My advice with regard to excursions is this. If you are booking them through a reputable operator, and that usually means somebody at your resort, you should be fine. It's when you go off property and somebody convinces you to go on their excursion. You see them on the beach. You see them if you go into Playa del Carmen. You see them all over. Those are the ones that I would be very, very hesitant about. So when you book them through Apple Leisure Group or somebody that has a desk at your resort, I feel safe about those excursions.
Okay. Thank you much.
You're welcome.
Right. Thanks, Phil. Have a great weekend. 855-616-1620. It is a Fox World Travel Show. Find them at foxworldtravel.com. Now we go to the WTMJ Breaking News Center with Jack Grau. Good morning, Jack.
Good morning. Department of Corrections Secretary Kevin Carr will step down on March 8th. The Associated Press reports the agency is struggling with overcrowded institution, a shortage of guards, and allegations of inhumane conditions. Governor Tony Evers made the announcement on Friday. Evers appointed him to the position in 2018. Fiserv Inc. will open its new headquarters in downtown Milwaukee on Monday. The finance tech giant says it will be a modern, digital-first workplace with local touches, located at 600 Velar Phillips Avenue. Fiserv is one of 8 Fortune 500 companies headquartered in Wisconsin. And according to the NFL Players Association report card, the Green Bay Packers are ranked the 3rd best organizations for athletes to play for, behind the Miami Dolphins and Minnesota Vikings. It's the second year the survey has been taken. Criteria included treatment of families, food and cafeteria, nutritionist and dietitian, and locker room. Green Bay averaged a B across all categories. Taking a look at your roads with your Johnson & Sons Paving time-saver traffic. We're not seeing anything major across the Milwaukee traffic system right now. No major slowdowns or complications. Wherever you're driving to should be a smooth ride getting there.
Traffic is sponsored by Angela Calais and Benefit Realty.
At Benefit Realty, pay only 3.5 to 3.9% real estate commission and get all the service that you should. Benefit Realty, you pay less for full service. Benefit-realty.com.
Your WTMJ 5-day forecast, a high of 58 today and mostly sunny conditions, a low of 42 this evening. On Sunday, a high of 64 degrees by the lake and 70 degrees inland and mostly sunny. On Monday, a high of 62 with a chance of showers. Tuesday, still that chance of showers in the morning and early afternoon with a high of 50. On Wednesday, a high of 45. I'm Jack Grau. Citing Unlimited WTMJ News Time is 9:32.
Be our eyes on the road. See something out there that I should know about?
Hi there. I was trying to report a traffic accident for your traffic reporter, Debbie Lazica.
Call me, Debbie Lazica, at thehallmazda.com traffic tip line at 414-238-9329.
Hi, Debbie. It's Michael. Eastbound 894, and there's a fender bender, and these guys are blocking the right lane.
The drive affects you. Why not be part of it? Give me a call, 414-238-9329.
Winter, according to some expert, is 3 months long. Well, that expert clearly never lived in Wisconsin. I'm Randy Miller, second-generation owner of All Right Home and Remodeling. As Wisconsin natives, we understand the bitter cold, biting winds, and how to help you improve your home with new windows, siding, proper insulation, and more. So you'll be fully prepared for winter, all 8 months of it. Visit us at ALLRITE remodeling.com.
All right, home and remodeling.
WTMJ's Vince Vitrano for Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Injuries happen, but you don't have to play in pain or stay on the sidelines. Whether it's your kids dealing with a sports injury, college athletes, or the rest of us weekend warriors, the experts at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin will quickly diagnose your problem, lay out a treatment plan that works for you, and get you back in the game. They fixed my knee. My mother-in-law is back on the dance floor with a new hip. These are the experts you can trust. Visit orthowisconsin.com.
Market volatility, global issues. We hear about inflation easing, but it's still a real issue.
more than a few headwinds this year. That's probably why Americans like you feel uncertain about their financial future. Just 59% of affluent Americans felt secure last year, and that's down from the year before. Boomers, not much room for error. Gen X might need more than a 401k. And for millennial families with big dreams, it's time to get real about saving and investing. Talk to Annex Wealth Management. Build security with a partner on your side for unbiased advice. Our goal is a plan that prepares you to maintain your desired lifestyle throughout retirement. Investments are a start, but you may need more. That's why Annex delivers tax and estate planning. There's an Annex plan personalized for you. Annex Comprehensive Wealth fits most individuals and families, but if you've got high net worth with complex needs, Annex Private Client is your solution. Just starting out? Annex Ignite is a great choice. Know the difference with Annex Wealth Management. Click the Get Started button at annexwealth.com.
Perfect vacation, no matter your budget. This is the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Dayton Kane here with Rose. Thanks for joining us. Mostly sunny, 58 for a high near the lake today, 45 already in Milwaukee. WTMJ talking text line, 855-616-1620. This one says, what's your favorite all-inclusive resort in Puerto Vallarta? Our group of 7 couples, all adults.
Okay, so this is a very hard question to answer because Puerto Vallarta has 3 areas. So Puerto Vallarta itself is this old traditional Mexican. It's where the Malecon is. It's where you go shopping. It's where people like to sometimes do non-all-inclusive resorts because there are so many restaurants in that area that it's walkable and that kind of a thing. Then we go into the marina area, and that is a little less popular these days, but they kind of moved away from the downtown area. Then they did what they did in the Riviera Maya, which is made Riviera Nayarit, which is a very much more distance between properties, beaches and jungle between properties, that kind of a thing, where the beach is better, probably.
Right.
And you're a little more confined to the resort. So there are more restaurants to choose from. And if you want to get into town, you're going to take some kind of transportation. You're not going to be able to walk into town, per se. Then actually you go up a little bit farther, and there's a beautiful new place that they've developed called Puerto Mita. And it is, I love it. I love this place, and it's where I probably am going to start doing a little more investigating because there's some beautiful golf courses up there. So there's a couple of wonderful, there's a beautiful Secrets Vallarta in Puerto Vallarta.
Yep.
Secrets is an all-inclusive, adults-only place. Grand Vilas in Riviera Nayarit is one of my very, very favorite. High-end, multiple restaurants, those kinds of things. And there's also an Iberostar selection, which is up in that Mita area that I talked about.
Okay.
So my advice to somebody, especially if you have 7 couples, that's 14 people.
Yeah, that's a big group.
That's a mini group.
Yeah.
That's bordering on a real group.
Right.
So you might want to reach out to one of our advisors and get that conversation started, because there might be some benefits for you to have
upgraded
this
rooms, maybe.
Right, and build this into
By the
a
way,
group.
we did that. We had 15 when we went to Costa Rica, and 2 of the couples were flying one from Arizona, one from Florida, a bunch of us from Wisconsin. All gets handled together, and it worked out perfectly. So.
It makes it very nice when you just make sure that you tie that whole thing together. Okay. Another question on the text line is a family trip to Italy starting in Rome. What are the top places to visit? What kind of transportation do you recommend to get around? Again, I'm going to tell you to reach out to one of our Italian specialists. Alana in the Brookfield office is one of them.
Okay.
There are several others. You can go to our website and find an agent, find an advisor by putting in your destination, and you will find somebody that is an expert in that particular area. The reason I'm hesitating to answer this question is you're going to start in Rome, but what else are you going to do? Are you going to stay in Rome? My recommendation is 3 days in Rome. Because if you're going to see the Vatican and you're going to see the Colosseum and you're going to see all the things you need to see in Rome, including getting over that jet lag as you arrive in Rome,
Right.
I would give it 3 days. And then what do you want to do? Do you want to continue on to Florence so you can see the David? Do you want to be, that's the Tuscan area. That's where the beautiful wine and all that kind of thing is. Do you want to go all the way to Venice? Do you want to go to the southern part of Italy? Italy, if you look, is a very, very long, narrow country. And what I think the biggest challenge we have is when people have too many destinations they're trying to get into too short of a time.
Right.
So
we're only going to Italy once, so we're going to hit everything.
Yes. And so then
you see everything for a half an hour and you move on.
Right. So that is why that Tuscany trip, which by the way, stay tuned for that, boys and girls, because we are actually going to be offering that same Tuscany trip that Scafidi did.
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks later, I did it again because it was so incredibly popular, where we stay in Montecatini or one of the cities in the area of Tuscany and go out on day trips for 7 days. And then we go off to Florence. We do 2 nights in Florence and home. And it was so incredibly popular that we are definitely going to be doing that again.
2025?
Yep.
All right.
For sure.
What's going on right now that we need to know about?
Well, I do want to remind everybody that if you haven't looked at our website lately, you should. It's a new website. It's a fantastically wonderful new website. We're open to suggestions. Nobody said this is the way it's going to be forever and always. So if you've got something that you'd like to see on our page, or you feel like you're stumbling around and you're not finding it as easy to use, shoot an email to Fox World Travel in the Contact Us page, and somebody will get right back to you and tell you maybe how we can do things better, or you can maybe navigate a little easier.
Sure.
And when you do that, you will find that there is a trip called Battlefields Bavaria and Germany Reborn. It is a trip that myself and John Bromage have created based on your requests for a second Battlefields trip. We did 2 Battlefields trips where we did Luxembourg and France and all of that. And the people that were on that trip said, hey, there's more to World War II than this. We want to see some more. We want to see Germany. And so we have accommodated that. We're flying into Brussels. We'll arrive on August 2nd. And then we go into Aachen, which is you cross the border, and we continue there. It is where one of the largest urban battles was fought during World War II. There's a lot of battlefields history and that kind of a thing. We're doing Dresden. We're doing Berlin. Can't wait to take people to see the Berlin Wall and all of that history that's there. We're doing Hitler's Eagle's Nest. We're doing Salzburg. We're doing some pretty spectacular thing. I will caution you on this particular trip, we do a lot of one-off hotels. One night.
Sure.
It is the nature of the trip. It is the nature of the itinerary, but it's unavoidable because we took your suggestions and then went to John Bromage, who is the expert. He's actually there this weekend doing some footwork and some reconnaissance work for us for this trip, so that they're ready for us. And
you have a picture of John right there when you go into the page.
Wouldn't you love to travel with that guy?
He looks like a fun guy. August 1st through the 14th of this year.
Yeah,
so we want to get on that now.
We do, because we will be looking to get the air secured, and we will be looking to get the everything locked down. So if you are considering it, I would say get on that. Our offices are still open on Saturdays.
Okay.
So 9 to noon during high season, which typically is January through Easter. I will let you know when those offices are no longer open, but it's a good opportunity for you if you work or you can't make it during the week to get that taken care of. Then I do also want to mention that you will see South Africa on that particular same page. That is definitely going, and that means we are definitely going to send a tour manager along. And so if South Africa was on your bucket list, this might be your opportunity to do it. I can't say enough. When I was listening to my conversation this morning with Libby Collins, she asks me where my favorite places are and where I would like to return to. I always say South Africa. If you are a wildlife enthusiast, if you love adventure, but a little bit of pampering to go with it, you know me. I'm not going to go out into the rugged without having a hot bath when I get back. This is the way to do it. It's a phenomenal trip. There's some wine drinking going on because we do the wine country, and we also include Victoria Falls, something everyone should see before
I just love this new website because every step is broken down and it shows you exactly where you're going, what's happening, what you're going to see. It's pretty impressive. FoxWorldTravel.com. You can go there, fill out the form, and look at all this stuff. And you can also call until noon today.
Yeah, 866-GO-FOX-GO.
Yeah.
They would love to talk to you.
Yeah, and we'll take your calls and texts because we still have another 15 minutes. 855-616-1620. It is a Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
If you need a place for new home interior ideas, then you have to come talk to us. Our on-staff decorators know furniture, home decor, and a lot more. And they're not only creative, but also very willing to help you make great choices. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating taste come to find premium home decor at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee. Stop in often, because our inventory changes daily.
Design Exchange.
Previously, it has been gently loved. But here, you'll only find very well-conditioned premium home decor items that you likely won't find elsewhere. Distinctive furniture, unique antiques, and original art, and other tasteful home decor at a value. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating taste come to find premium home decor on consignment at 25 to 40% off retail prices in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
If affordable home decor is what you've been looking for, look no further, because we're happy to show you just how easily glass can turn up the wow value of your home. Take those old kitchen cabinet doors. You pull the cabinet doors off their hinges, mill out the center, and we'll replace it with glass. It could have a design, or we could use plain glass for a simple metro look. We can design any look you're going for, from traditional to prairie, beveled glass, even custom designs. And it doesn't stop there. Entry glass, transoms, bath mirrors, rec room mirrors? How about a rec room mirror with your personalized sports design sandblasted right on? That could be a pretty cool look. All it takes is a little outside of the box thinking, and we'll help you get there. This is Stacy Sinks with Less's Glass Service. If it's a new glass shower door, fogged or broken insulated glass replacement, or affordable glass and mirror home decor that you've been looking for, you just can't pass on Less's Glass. Less's Glass Service, serving all of southeastern Wisconsin. Find us at lessglassservice.com.
There's a reason people sold to Grandview Homes instead of using a real estate agent.
Not only did we receive a fair offer, but we were able to take as much time as we needed and could leave the house a mess.
Visit GrandviewHomes.com to discover the easiest and fastest way to sell a home.
It's great to get back home when your castle grounds are grand. Outdoor Living Unlimited is a company that does just that. As in their name, your outdoor living can be grand and the possibilities are unlimited. Patios, decks, water and fire features, lighting, pathways, pergolas, outdoor kitchens. Unleash your imagination out there. Then turn Outdoor Living Unlimited loose. Travel the world and always come home to your dream destination. Start with a voyage to Brookfield's OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com.
Sharks. Most people see them as a threat, but we see a potential cure. At UW Health Carbone Cancer Center, we're the only team in the world researching whether antibodies from sharks can be used to fight cancer. A discovery that would revolutionize the future of cancer care, turning possibilities into remarkable realities. So one day, instead of what if, we can ask what's next. UW Health Carbone Cancer Center. Remarkable.
Take your travel tips from the travel experts. Welcome back to the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Dayton Kane here with Rose. Thank you for joining us. It's going to be a beautiful day, sunny and 58 near the lake, 60s inland, and it's currently 46 already in Milwaukee. So beautiful day to be outside doing something. Great day to host the Fox World Travel Show, right, Rose?
I like it.
Yes. So we do have a call on the line. Let's go to Jill in Bayview. Good morning, Jill. What's your question?
Good morning. Hi, Rose.
Hi.
So my question is, my son is getting married the first week in June, and his fiance's favorite place, one place in the world I've never been, is like Banff and Lake Louise.
Oh, wow.
And my husband and I would like to give them their honeymoon, and I was wondering, but I have no idea where to start, whether it's the time of the season or Is that a great place?
Oh, my
in
gosh.
summertime, or we just like to do that as a surprise? So I was looking if you could help us.
Yeah, so Lake Louise is absolutely phenomenal. Banff and Lake Louise is some of the most breathtaking scenery I have ever seen in my entire life. It is an outdoor.
Are they right next to each other?
Yes. Yep. So basically, you're going to
cool.
Lake Louise. It's probably one of the busiest places within Banff National Park. It's definitely worth seeing. Now you can stay in Banff without staying at Lake Louise, but if you can stay at Lake Louise, that would be an amazing gift to them. Downtown,
wonderful.
Downtown Banff to Lake Louise is like, I want to say 30 minutes. So it's it's definitely doable if you want to do that. You can take your own car, or there are some buses that do run between most of the major hotels, or there's a place you can pick it up in downtown Banff to get out to Lake Louise. If they want to, if they have the wherewithal and they're going to drive around anywhere. Also, Jasper in that area, unbelievable. Jasper, and that is just a beautiful, beautiful place. So if it's their honeymoon, maybe they just want to stay in one place and then go out on day trips and not be packing and unpacking. But if they're adventuresome people and they really want to go, a couple nights there and a couple nights in Jasper would probably be absolutely the way to go.
That's great. I've never heard of that, and I know they're adventurous. They're definitely adventurous.
Yeah, so anybody can help you with that. The most amazing hotel in that area is the Fairmont. So if you really wanted to treat them for a couple of nights to the most amazing 5-star hotel, that would be what I would consider, and then tell them they're on their own from that point on. But lots and lots and lots
is
to
that
do.
in Banff or in Lake Louise?
Lake Louise.
The Fairmont.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Good stuff, right, Jill? Rose knows her stuff.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank
you're
you. We're really
welcome.
excited for them. This is something we want to do for them, and someplace I've never been, but I really appreciate your help. Thank you so much.
Thanks for listening, Jill. Have a great weekend. 855-616-1620. It is the Fox World Travel Show. We do have to take one more break. We'll be back on WTMJ.
Dr. Ken's mind is fine as aged wine, let me tell you.
This is The Truth on WTMJ.
So, I'm sensitive. I'm sensitive too. No, you're not.
Don't do that. Don't do that. That's hurtful.
With Dr. Ken Harris and Denise Thomas.
And you also got to tell me why I should serve on jury duty.
And we'll tell you why you should serve on jury duty.
Sunday night starting at 7.
Who knows? if the alderman gets in trouble, you might be able to serve on a federal grand jury.
I will serve my city.
Right here on WTMJ.
Hey, boaters!
From fishing to water sports and everyday essentials like anchors and life jackets, along with an incredible selection of hardware, Kendor Marine is a boater's paradise. This is Dave Doro, and our endless selection of boating parts and accessories all but assure you one-stop shopping for all your boating needs. And that's why boaters in the know exactly where to go. Kendor Marine, 57th and Ryan Road in Franklin.
Hey, boaters! Cruise to Kendor Marine. We got everything you need but the water. Hey, boaters!
This is Dave Doro from Kendor Marine. And if you're a boater and you haven't been here, ask around. And I think some of your boater buddies will tell you you're missing out. Because at Kendor Marine, we have everything you need but the water. And when you get here, you'll know that's no exaggeration. So get in the know, because boaters in the know exactly where to go. Kendor Marine, 57th and Ryan Road in Franklin.
Hey, boaters! Cruise to Kendor Marine. We got everything you need but the water.
Don't miss the Metropolitan Builders Association's free spring tour this weekend, presented by Nuns. See new homes, condos, subdivisions, and available lots all over southeastern Wisconsin from MBA Builders. Visit MBAspringtour.com for locations.
Okay, I'm ready to record my jewelry store's new radio spot. We got a great script that really goes after Diamonds Direct and how they're nothing special, and how we can match their price. Great stuff. Yeah.
Great. And we have this new technology that bleeps out any false claims, so it saves us time with editing. So you can start anytime.
Okay, here it goes. When you visit our jewelry store, we'll absolutely guarantee direct. Our diamonds come straight from the mine. We have cutters and hey, what the?
The hard truth is that other jewelry stores simply can't do what Diamonds Direct can. Diamonds Direct has special relationships with De Beers, international connections, and virtually unlimited buying power. The result is true direct importer pricing, exceptional quality, and up to 30 times the diamond selection you find at other stores.
I can't believe this thing won't let me say
Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion. Get more truth at diamondsdirect.com.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
Planning a vacation? We've got you covered. You're listening to the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Dayton here with Rose. Rose, you've been in a couple weeks in a row now. It's
Look out. I'm coming back next week.
We're coming back next week, too. All right. Let's go to Sue right away in Racine. Good morning. What's your question?
Good morning, Rose. My husband is going to Germany, and I'm going with my first time there, April 5th to the 16th. He has to be in Nuremberg at the end of that period. So I was wondering, what can I fit in that amount of time in Germany? Should we just, stick to one region, or?
Yeah, I probably would I would probably just stick to the southern part of Germany. That probably makes the most sense. So when he is in Nuremberg for business, are you just going to be out touring on your own?
No, we're both flying in on the 5th into Munich.
Okay.
Because I figured go south.
Yep.
And then we'll head back to Nuremberg. I figured maybe a couple of days, like the Saturday before that evening, Sunday, Monday, and then I fly out Tuesday. So we're starting in Munich.
Okay, so Munich is phenomenal. So there's so much to do in that area. It's not even fun. The first thing, of course, you're going to do is go to some beer gardens, because that's absolutely the most fun thing to do. Also, take a look and see how you might be able to get to Neuschwanstein Castle. There are tours that do that all the time from all of the major areas there. And then also you're super duper close to Salzburg. So you're going to want to do some of that too. So you're in the Bavaria area, essentially. So I would stick to that region. I would not try to fit anything more in than that. Neuschwanstein, Salzburg. If you can, get down to like Baden-Baden or Berchtesgaden. Take a look at a map and see where those are. Berchtesgaden is where Hitler's eagle's nest is. That is just an amazingly beautiful, wonderful area. Nuremberg has a lot to do. Nuremberg has a beautiful plaza where you can go shopping, and there are beautiful churches and things like that. And that's where gingerbread. That's where that whole area is known for that. So there's some phenomenal churches. St. Lawrence Church is one of them. There's a Twin Tower church you can see. There's also a very, very famous hospital that's got some good tradition there. I can't think of the name of it right now, but if you ask anybody for a tour, they'd be able to steer you in that right direction. So a lot to do in that area. I would stick in Bavaria. That's where I would stick.
And in Nuremberg, it's like a Sunday and a Monday and like a half a day on Saturday. Do you think that's enough time in Nuremberg, or would you add another?
No, I think you should be okay. I mean, are you going to want to go to like see where the Nuremberg trials were and that kind of stuff?
I'm not sure. Depends on how much shopping there is.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of shopping, but you might like check out like Viator or some companies like that is going to have half-day trips that are going to get some quick, fast, highlight type trips in, so that you at least feel like you learned a little bit about that particular destination, I would say.
And if we rented a car in Munich and drove around like on the Romantic Road or Baden-Baden, and then returned that to Munich, and then we could take a train to Nuremberg, correct?
You can. Now, I would be a little bit careful, because as you're starting to look at your hotels, make sure that you have overnight in and out privileges, and it's not exorbitantly expensive to park the car.
Oh, okay. Okay. Any hotel recommendations?
I really don't, because most of the time that's taken care of by our tour operators. But another thing you can do is take a look at what other tour companies are doing. Like look at Globus Family of Brands, or look at Insight Vacations, or look at one of those companies and ask what their Bavaria itinerary might look like. And then maybe you can mirror that a little bit and get some hotel recommendations as well.
All right. Thank you, Sue, for calling in. That does it. We have 30 seconds. Tell us what we need to know about Fox World Travel.
Okay, Fox World Travel. We're still open until noon today. So if you need to get a hold of us, 866-GO-FOX-GO. We've got a new website. It gives you the opportunity to send in an inquiry. That's the best way to get the ball rolling if you're looking for some vacation options. And I remind everybody, Battlefields, Bavaria, Germany, Reborn, South Africa, and don't forget about Steve Scaffidi's German Grandeur. We can get a couple more cabins. I checked yesterday. We can get a couple more cabins on that as well.
All right. We'll see you next week.
I will
Coming
be
up
here.
next, Annex Wealth Management and Money Talk.
The preceding program, the Fox World Travel Show, is paid for in full by Fox World Travel. The advice and opinions expressed during the Fox